Hey team, this video is about how do you know if you are bloated? What is bloat? Let's talk about it because I get this question a lot and I hear statements all the time about I'm just bloated. How do you know if you're bloated versus you're letting your diet slide and you're gaining weight? Well, what is your approach to tracking your progress? Do you take pictures from month to month? Are you measuring your waistline? Are you jumping on the scale? Do you have a bioimpedance scale to measure your skeletal muscle? How do you know whether you're just bloated or you let your diet slide and you're simply putting on weight? There are some approaches that you can take to help you understand the difference between you being bloated and your abdomen getting larger, right? That you are gaining all of this belly fat. So let's talk about, so what is bloating? We all experience bloating. Bloating is many things. It could come from us eating cruciferous foods like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, to us chewing gum. If I chew a lot of gum during the day, I'm not actually eating food. I'm just simply taking in a lot of air into my abdomen. So therefore, my abdomen is not as flat as it is during the day. It's not as flat anyway because I have filled it with volume. But I know, and I'm here to let you know and help you to understand the difference between your waistline and what bloat is. We all experience bloat when our gut bacteria is mad at us, right? Will bloat ever go away? It just depends on the foods that you take in. So how can you begin to understand what foods cause you to bloat? Well, you simply take the approach of food elimination. You first have to begin to understand the foods that you're eating. For example, if you are eating a ton of broccoli, right, a ton of cauliflower. I love cauliflower. I love it. A ton of cabbage. And I'm experiencing a lot of gas, a lot of indigestion. And I'm noticing my abdomen distending, right? That's all bloat is when the abdomen distends, meaning it pokes out because of the gas and indigestion. We don't like it because of how it looks and how it makes us feel. It's very uncomfortable. I'm tight around the waist. And most of us experience it. Men experience bloat as well. It's a part of the digestion process. Did you know that we eat 16 hours out of the day? Sometimes we eat nonstop. No, we're not eating a full meal, but we are munching on things, right? And the more we eat, the more the stomach does just not rest. We don't give the gut a break. It's just simply trying to break down things all day, every day, over and over again. So when that happens, the gas builds up in the abdomen and it causes the abdomen to distend, meaning it goes out. But is that the same as you letting your diet slide, right? Especially during the holiday season when we take in a lot of alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of gas in it. And so alcohol is difficult for the body to break down. So oftentimes people's stomachs will distend because of the gases in alcohol. Eating late at night, drinking late at night can cause that bloat to come into the stomach. So what I'm here to do is to help you understand the idea behind bloating. And the difference between bloating and you actually gaining fat is two totally separate things, right? So what are some approaches you can take to help you understand and be more mindful that you will bloat from time to time? Approach number one, take pictures. Over the last 6 months that you've taken the very first picture, how different does your stomach look? How different does your body look, right? We can't just focus on one area. You have to focus on your entire body. Number two, take measurements. Have your measurements increased? where you are 28 in the waist in January and now you are 38 in the waist in November, right? Where you are 28 in the waist and now you are 35 in the waist. So take some measurements. That is a more trusted measure of if you are gaining weight or gaining body fat. Clothing. I had a lady the other morning say, you know what? I could not fit into my clothes in May. I could barely get them on, in May. And now they slip right on. She's packing for a trip. So that's a sign to her that her clothes are fitting differently. And she just kind of chalked it off and said, well, I'm losing inches. Do you know what inches are? Inches are a sign that your body is changing from the inside out. Your composition of your body, how it looks. You've lost fat, so your muscles are, your body fat is decreased, so you can slip on those clothes. So don't discount your inches. Your inches are a number one indicator that your body has changed, right? Not the scale. I had oatmeal this morning. I could get on the scale early this morning and weigh myself, eat the oatmeal, drink 2 cups of coffee, and weigh 3 pounds different because I've added volume to my stomach. So that is the difference. I am also taking creatine and HMB, which causes bloat. It also causes the body to retain fluid. It makes the muscles look more, you can see muscles less. It's fluid. You have a lot of water retention in creatine and HMB. So that does a psychological thing sometimes to people who don't understand the different supplements that they take. And they use the scale as one measurement of their progress and not use other approaches to measure their progress. But we're talking about bloating. So if you want to help yourself understand bloating, what bloats you, because this is your lifestyle, begin to use an elimination process. Yes, food elimination. Begin to notice and become aware of when you are more bloated. Are you more bloated when you eat cabbage or gum like me, or broccoli or cauliflower or bread with a lot of fiber in it? I've been eating a lot of wraps lately. So it's a process of elimination if you want to decrease your bloat. Will bloat ever go away? No, because it's a part of the digestive process. But there is a difference between your bloating and you letting your diet slide.